The floor is yours.
The floor is yours.
Yours, mine.
Yours.
Hello. We're back from hiatus. We're here.
We return.
Was it 10 days?
I don't know. It's been a while.
It was, I think, well, it might be a bit longer. I don't know. Basically, me and Steph have been in Ireland. Some shit happened, which meant we couldn't fucking post anything, blah-de-blah-de-blah. But the silver lining to it means that there's a shitload of stuff that has happened in between our last episode and this episode.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is Reese's apology for not letting us post.
I want to apologise to no one.
That's his way of saying sorry.
Look, if it's something like I can't be bothered to record an episode or blah-de-blah-de-blah, I will apologise. However, when it's my family, you can all go fuck yourselves. You'll have to wait. It's as simple as that.
It's true. Fuck yourselves.
I apologise. I weren't even in the country. There was very little that I could do. But we're here. I believe me and Steph touched on it because we did the Patreon episode before we went to Ireland, which we released on the Tuesday. So we did. What did we do? We did an episode. Because I think the Friday before, it was still me and Steph.
I don't think I've done one since... The last one I've done was prior to the GTA trailer, no?
Yeah, well, thankfully, because of the different logos, I'll be able to see exactly where. Episode 72. So you did the last episode with me, which was the 4th of December. So, yeah. So it's been a while.
We've only missed 1 week, though.
Yeah, 1 week. And what a week to miss. Game of the Year awards, GTA6 announcement, day before fucking closing down. We just heard about The Last of Us Online fucking closing down. So much shit has happened. And it's like,
God of War DLC.
God of War DLC. I haven't seen fucking nothing on that.
Me either.
I've seen absolutely nothing. I was expecting like my TikTok to blow up.
I have
be
seen
loads.
some things. I've seen many things.
Mm.
Not things, but I've seen a lot of tweets about people's opinions.
What's the opinions?
Fuck.
Good, yeah?
Yeah, well, a lot of people are saying, fuck me, why did they undersell this? This is not just the tag on, this is mental. This is a lot more story, like a lot of story, plus a roguelike added into it. They massively undersold the amount of shit here. And also, I think one of the creators... I saw a tweet earlier saying one of the creators has tweeted saying, you think after the DLC that's the end of that story. Ha 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 ha. So who knows what else is happening.
I'll have to re-download it and...
yeah, I know. I've got so many
gander.
games that I'm playing. I'm playing like 4 or 5 games at the same time at the moment.
Yeah, well, I've started playing DayZ Gone, actually fully committing to it.
Right, well,
let's
get some scheduling in. So let's talk about one subject at the moment. So this weird scattergun approach.
All right.
Right, pick a subject and we'll go with it.
GTA6.
Mental.
Fucking
mental.
See the graphics on that?
Mental.
Fuck me. The side-by-side videos I keep seeing, because obviously the clips in it are taken from like real events. And like what you said, that old lady with the fucking weapon standing there going, good to see you back or some shit like that. She looks so real. Oh, she looks so fucking real. It's crazy. So crazy.
Genuinely thought it was a real person.
Yeah.
Just devastated that it's going to be another fucking year and probably nearly 2 years.
I had a bet on with one of my pal's partners, and it was like, I said, if it releases in 2024, you got to sign up to our Patreon. If it 2020, and he said he reckons 2025. So missed out on a fucking little Patreon on that one. Fuming, but I just can't. It seems so far away.
Because it is. It's painful. As I said to you before, and I know you laugh, I worry about dying before it comes out.
Well, you definitely won't see a fucking GTA6, GTA 7.
This is true.
Anytime soon. It'll be fucking forever before that comes out, if it comes out at all. Why would I do that? But it's like I said to Steph. They say 2025. They didn't specify what section.
September. That's what I'm going with.
Oh, that's what you're going with. I thought you was in the know somewhere. I was about to cry, because if it's like January 2025, you've only got to wait a year.
Yeah, but it won't be. It's going to be September.
It won't be.
I think Red Dead came out in September, ish, and that's what I'm kind of.
What we did touch on is because I remember the GTA 5 trailer being so more involved in like such a crazy trailer to watch. What I got confused with was that you had the official release trailer and then you had the second trailer with gameplay in it, and it was that second trailer was the one that got me really hyped up for GTA 5, and I feel like this will be the same for GTA 6 because I watched that trailer and thought this is fucking sick, but I also watched it thinking I remember the GTA 5 one being much better, but it was the gameplay trailer that I found a lot better.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you got the choice of gameplay or that, you're always going to choose the gameplay because we still don't know what the fuck it looks like. I mean, that's in-game engine, but obviously it's not going to look like that animation-wise, moving about, but it's still going to look crazily amazing.
I think we'll have a gameplay trailer maybe March, April next year, somewhere along those lines, which isn't crazy far away. You're talking a couple months.
Yeah, give it like 2 weeks and we'll be saying GTA's out next year.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
It seems worse than it is, but even so.
Exactly what I said would happen. Not even 24 hours later, you go on YouTube. Here's 150 things you missed in the GTA 6 trailer. I was like, where are you pulling that out of your ass from?
Mate, one of them videos has got over like 1 million views.
It's ridiculous. It's like you just lining shit up that just was never there. Like you're pulling from such shit for some of this stuff. I mean, fair play if it's something exciting to talk about, which it obviously is. But come on, man, 150 different things in that trailer that it's only like a minute and a half long.
It's more than one thing a second.
It's just silly, but it's good, man. I'm very, very excited for it. It looks very good.
Good. Next topic. Bang. Go.
Game of the Year awards.
Mental.
Very good. Still butthurt that Hogwarts Legacy didn't get a fucking sliver of anything. As predicted, Baldur's Gate 3 won every single category that it was in. We knew that was going to happen.
Barring one.
Yeah, there was one. I can't remember what it was, though.
Best storytelling or something.
Alan Wake 2 was a big surprise, and I said the exact same thing to Mark because obviously Alan Wake 1 was a free game the other month.
Was it? I never played it.
I think so, yeah. And I tried to play it and I was like, this is boring as fuck. After further research, I weren't the only person that thought that Alan Wake 1 was boring as fuck. However, Alan Wake 2 seems to be very fucking good. So maybe I've got vouchers on Amazon. Maybe I'll treat myself and I'll get hold of it because I was like, it can't win that many awards and be shit. There's no way.
A lot of people are talking it up on Twitter. For a while now, they've been saying how good it is. And I was a bit concerned that it was going to come in at the last second, rear its ugly head and nick all the awards from BG. So I'm glad they didn't.
BG's just done.
I call it BG now. I'm like that.
Well, you have to. BG3.
BG3. We don't need the 3, just BG. Cool.
They've done incredible.
Live action BG.
Yeah, I see that.
Oh, come on, give it to me.
Yeah, but I also see who the people that are trying to get hold of it.
Who?
Netflix.
I mean, have you watched Squid Game?
Yeah.
The challenge?
Yeah. Literally finished it yesterday.
The reality thing?
Yeah.
Good, isn't it?
Yeah, finished it yesterday.
Yeah, so
me and Steph.
Not all too bad. Netflix.
Yeah, but you see what they did with The Witcher?
Yeah, alright then, yeah. Fuck them.
They don't fucking know what they're doing. BG, that universe, that Dungeons and Dragons universe, is very lore heavy. Very lore heavy, like Warhammer. And so was The Witcher. And we all saw what happened when Netflix got their grubby little money-grabbing cunty hands on that. They fucking went away from the law. So it's like... I feel like if you're going to adapt that, you need a company that is not going to cater to every single person and every single subscriber they have, because I feel like something like Baldur's Gate, you can't cater to every single person because it hits a certain demographic from a watchable point of view, because there's still people out there that see fucking elves with pointy ears and go, that's so nerdy, it's so stupid.
I mean, it is nerdy as fuck and I love it.
Of course it's nerdy, and that's exactly why someone like Netflix I just don't think are going to hit the spot.
Yeah.
You think Edge Runners was very fucking good?
I don't like anime and I loved it.
Absolutely loved it. I don't think Steph's actually seen all of it, so I think I might, because I watched it all without her, so I might have to rewatch it with her because it's so fucking good.
No, it's so good.
But yeah, that Netflix are in talks with that. I mean, I won't say no to it, but
you see that person that won Squid Game? I won't talk about it because I don't want to spoil it for anyone that hasn't watched it. They still haven't got their money.
Have they not?
They get it on the 5th of January 2024. Clause in the contract that and it was filmed finished filming in February 2023. So it's been almost like a year. So they get their money because this person had an interview.
Yeah,
I read it, and they said there's a clause in the contract that says.
I mean, you're not going to argue with it, are you?
No.
In a year, you're going to be a millionaire.
4.6 millionaire. Yeah. It says that you get your money 30 days after the final episode is aired.
What I find, what I'd love to know is if there's a clause in there that prevents you from sharing that money out with contestants. Because if it was you and me that were in there and we were the final two, you'd both look at each other and you go, "We just split this fucker." Yeah. When I've won
2.3 mils enough.
Whoever wins, I'll just chuck you half the dough, or I'll chuck you half of it.
The trouble is with that is that's a great idea until you win, and then you're like, "Fuck you, you knobhead." Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. But I tried to, because it come up at the end, didn't it, that you can apply for the next season.
But it's not. It's got.
I tried to apply and I got through the whole process, and then I got to the bit where it said you need to make a minute-long video explaining why you want. I went, "No, I'm out." I don't want to do that.
The trouble is, it's not. It doesn't matter how good you are at anything. It's so luck-based.
It's all chance. I'm sorry. I know a lot of the people that listen to this are American. I'm not going to say anything horrible, but a lot of the people on that show were American, and fuck me, were they cringy.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God, that it's so difficult about spoiling anything. But one of the geezers that kept saying, he was like, "It's all about perseverance, and I never fall and stuff like that." And it's like, bro, shut up! It's all about chance. It's all about chance. The fucking woman, she with one of the dice thing, where she's like, "I always roll sixes." It's dice. There's no fucking technique to it. Don't be ridiculous.
But what did she roll?
Yeah, I know. I know, but it's like I'd also love to know how much the producers play a hand in it, because obviously we've seen a lot from TikTok and stuff like that of people who are actual contestants saying, "Look, this is the behind the scenes stuff. It's not as quick as you think."
Oh yeah, I know that.
People going, you have to wait this amount of time. This took this long. Blah blah blah. So I would love to see how much of it is purely, here's the game, off you go, or here's the game. Oh, you're doing it wrong. Stop. Cut. Well, I need you to do this and you to do that.
You know that the last challenge where they won the money?
Yeah.
When the person that won went up and done that,
yeah,
it didn't work.
Yeah. They went the other. Yeah.
It went like it took like, I think you said like 30 or 60 minutes for independent adjudicators to come out and make sure it was right. But it wasn't filmed like that. Was it? The red light, green light, the first challenge. There's that woman in there. I couldn't stop laughing. Where for some strange reason, even she mentions it. Why have I squatted? And then she gives it. I'm never going to give up. Keep going. You've got this. And then after 10 seconds, she goes, "Oh, I'll give up." But she was doing that for like 15 minutes apparently.
40 minutes.
There's no way she squatted for 40 minutes.
That's what they were saying.
That's impossible. No one squats for 40 minutes.
The first thing that I see was a geezer who was talking about that, and he was saying in between like eliminations and stuff, there was about 40 minutes to an hour in between, and they were in some cold ass fucking area with no jackets or anything. He was like, it was a lot harsher than what the edit makes it seem like.
Yeah, because there was a lot of people like diving on the floor and that, and you're like, why are you diving? Well, because you don't realise they're laying there for half an hour. You don't want to stand up for half an hour being still, do you? Yeah. You just lay face down, be a lot easier. But imagine doing that over and over again and just laying face down for half an hour and not being able to move. That's hard because you're just going to get fidgety and uncomfortable and just be like, just want to move a little bit.
Yeah, just a tiny bit,
hard,
please.
Bro. But yeah, they make it look, you like, what's... People like hugging up. It took about 3 minutes. What's the matter with you?
Yeah.
Oh, mate. But yeah, the way they edited it, very clever. Very good show, though.
That would turn me into a fucking devil, you know, because I'd be just in it for myself. I'd be so horrendous, especially if you get towards the end and people are like trying to like.
You have to though. You have to.
You got to be ruthless with it.
But it's hard because you would build bonds with people the way the game's structured, and like say how long you've spent with each other, you don't know because it's hard to tell.
I was sick and tired of listening to everyone's fucking sob stories. Yeah, shut the fuck up, lick the cookie. No one cares about your family. Just get on with it.
That person was holding the shape and they kept all going out.
Oh, just every cunt that had a fucking sob story. Shut the fuck up.
We need to stop talking about it because I'm going to spoil some stuff.
Yeah.
What else we got? What else happened?
That was a quick Game of the Year awards.
Oh,
There
right,
weren't really
yeah.
a whole lot. I'm glad that Hi-Fi Rush won some things.
Oh, yeah, Sea of Stars won something. I was very impressed with that. Surprised at that one.
I saw someone doing like a review of it or like a reaction to watching it, and when it got to like best esports star of the year and like best coach, he was like, "Don't care, don't care. Who the fuck's that? No one cares."
So there's a lot of criticism coming because they just rinsed through the awards, didn't they?
Yeah, what was it like? It was like 3.5 hours worth of like the whole show itself, and there was, what was it, like half an hour or something, or
Yeah,
an
but then we
hour's
go,
worth of
and the
actual
winner
developers.
of best indie is such and such. The winner of this is such and such. It's like, where are they?
Yeah,
What's going on?
Yeah,
and then even Larian, when they won, and they went up for their acceptance speech for actual Game of the Year, got a clock in front of them, haven't they?
Yeah.
On a screen that says, wrap it up now.
Yeah,
and
fuck
it's like,
us.
they're talking about one of their co-workers that died,
Yeah, and you're telling them to
and
wrap
you're
it
telling
up.
them to wrap it up. Like, that's heartless, man.
Yeah. You're telling me the fucking Game of the Year awards can't afford the fines for running over time? Of course they fucking can.
Just all about getting that ad money, baby.
That's exactly what it is. It's just fucking all money shit now, isn't it? Didn't see anything from developers, not nearly as much as I wanted
No,
to.
because they just pile it on the celebrities. They keep wheeling out these celebrities, and like the geezer who's Papa Doc or Falcon or whatever you want to call him. Captain America he will be now, no? I mean, great. He's a great person. I've got a lot of time for that actor. I can't remember his name, though. Do you know his name?
Fucking lost with me. Marvel's not my thing.
You know who Papa Doc is, didn't you? Papa Doc.
I know who you're on about.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's going to be Captain America. But yeah, they're wheeling him out. Yeah, as much time as you like, son. Fill your boots.
Yeah, no clock for you, mate.
And they make it like these celebrities come out and they're like, yeah, tell them you're a gamer. I'm a gamer too. Oh, I love that game. It's just like, I don't care. I want to see the developers that created the game that I love. Like, I want to hear them.
Yeah, I want
talk.
to see the actual people behind the game, not the celebrities who've been paid to promote it.
Exactly. We're here to celebrate games, which is what we're all watching for. And I don't care about the celebrities. Like, great, bring them on, but give them less time than the developers that we're celebrating. No, mental to me. Yeah, Game of the Year awards. Congrats, Larian. Fully deserved. Very, 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 very happy. What else have we got? We done GTA.
The day before. We have the day before.
What a fucking mess.
Shambles.
Did you see what DayZ did?
No. I was so
mate.
excited for that game. I'm so happy I didn't buy it. Oh my good Jesus. I'm going to have to get the old Google up to fucking fact check myself. Because that fucking Kong game got a better score from IGN than the day before it.
Yeah, they got a 1, didn't
the
it?
first one that they've got in like over a decade, some shit like that. 2 out of 10 on Steam.
Yeah, DayZ came out with like the next day. It came out with like a new like bundle or something with like they joined up with another survival game called Survive Icarus.
Yep, heard of that.
And guess what they called it?
What?
The day after survival sale.
The day after. That's fantastic.
The day after survival sale. And they did that fucking the day before done that big post, didn't they, where they was listing all the things that they'd done over the years. And
apparently the developer Fantastic with FNTA has apparently just changed their name to 8 Points now instead, because obviously they shut down. Fantastic shuts down 5 days after disastrous video game launch. Gamers worldwide paid $39 for an early access copy of The Day Before. The Day Before was promised to be an open world massive multiplayer online game, but failed to live up to its claim. And yeah, they released the game. It was absolutely dog shit. They then put out like a press release saying they pretty much can't afford to run the game because they're in so much debt. And see you later.
Well, DayZ, this is what the day before posted, saying exactly the same as this. DayZ have done the same, and on the day before, they've listed like what happened in each year, which DayZ have gone on to do. Release of early access. brackets, including Melee. That's what the day before put.
Great, innit?
And then at the end, DayZ team with dead game crossed out. I think the other one had like fake game crossed out and the day before team. So they've just literally rinsed them because it's just shocking. Well, I watched a video yesterday of a breakdown on it. Now, I don't know how much this is true because I just watch YouTube videos and go, yeah, that's amusing, whether that's true or not. And they're saying basically that the whole game is just assets, right? So they've spent a lot of money, like, I don't know, storage cupboard assets, $200. Fucking trash on the floor, $200. Car assets, $50, whatever. So they're just buying assets and just plopping them in places.
Yeah.
So they haven't actually created anything. All the trailers are trailers from other games, but with their characters on it, like literally frame for frame. So it really has just been a massive lie. And
a lot of people were calling it a scam, and a lot of people were firing back going, give it time, it's early access, blah, 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 and look what's happened. It is but I was one of those people that was very excited for it. It
looked good. You
got The Division, but with zombies. What a fucking fantastic concept. That could have been great. And no, it's not so good. I saw like a conspiracy type thing, because obviously to throw alongside it, The Last of Us Online has obviously been scrapped, which is very upsetting.
It's distressing.
And I saw someone say, what if there's a conspiracy? What if there's a theory that Naughty Dog actually subcontracted out the idea of The Last of Us Online to Fantastic to release the day before to test the waters to see how something like that would really go, and then after seeing how bad it is, they pulled the plug.
Yeah, they never actually gave a specific reason in their article of why they pulled the plug. Just it wasn't really going to work. We didn't want to shift entirely to live service games, and I'm sitting there thinking, well, how about not make it a live service game and just make it a multiplayer online add-on? Not everything needs to be like Battle Pass.
It could have been like Factions.
What's wrong with that?
Yeah.
That's not live service.
Yeah.
It's just an online multiplayer game. What's wrong with that?
But also, I feel like in the world of game developers, Naughty Dog aren't small. They're quite up there at the top of the triangle, and I feel like they're also not stupid. They're, in my opinion, one of the best developers that we have. The stuff that they churn out is incredible. So I feel like, surely when they decided that, let's try and make an online game, surely they must have thought of the costs involved and the manpower required to run a live service game, because it's no small feat. You're talking, you have to constantly update those servers, you have to have people working on it constantly 24/7, you have to have server resets. There's all sorts of stuff that goes on behind having a live service game. So why, if you're a developer like Naughty Dog, would you, after 4 years, go, we didn't realise how much effort this would take, and we've got to pick between either doing this or doing more single-player story-driven games? So why couldn't you have done both?
Talk about wasting resources. Stop remastering games at 2 years old.
Well, yeah.
That'd be a good start.
Because they're working on 2 other games. They've got 2 games in the locker. We don't know what they are, but they're there that they're working on, which I would imagine are trying to go for that AAA category. So they haven't been doing nothing. But like I said, obviously it's very difficult to predict. You can't 4 years before have an idea and go, in 4 years it's going to flop, so let's not bother doing it. That's not how shit works. But in a hypothetical, say it did, think where Naughty Dog would be now if they hadn't just wasted 4 years of trying to develop a game that was never going to come to fruition. But I say wasted. They said in their press thing, they've definitely learnt stuff from trying to create that game. It's not like they've not gained any experience or any insight into whilst trying to develop that game. So they'll definitely take stuff away from it. But that's 4 years worth of shit down the drain, essentially. So what could we have had with those 4 years being plopped into something else?
I loved Last of Us Factions. It pains me greatly. And what they were promising sounded so damn fine.
I really liked Factions as well.
Slowly breaking me down.
It It was very good. Well, I don't know why they don't just bring factions back.
I don't know what they took the servers off, man. What online games? I'm so sorry. What online games turn servers off these days? No one really. Very rare do you get You can still play fucking Call of Duty 3 and shit online. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Mental.
Why don't they just bring it back? Get rid of your fucking 10 quid Last of Us Part 2 remaster, upgrade, bullshit, whatever, if you've already got the game. Slap on another fucking 10 quid to that price and give me factions back for Last of Us Part 2.
Yep.
100% you're going to get people. No one's going to complain about that. No one is going to complain about that. Fuck me. And if you haven't bought The Last of Us Part 2, throw it in with a bundle. Boom. There we go. For 60 quid, you can have The Last of Us Part 2 and the brand new factions game mode. Why am I the roguelike seems cool that they're going to bring into it. Don't get me wrong, the stuff that they're doing with this remaster, like adding on the different game modes and stuff like that, they sound pretty cool. However, that's only going to last you for so long. Something like factions would have given you a greater longevity and more of a distraction whilst you're producing these other games that no one really knows anything about. Why is no one listening?
Because we're not smart. We're stupid. Did you see Hello Games' announcement?
No. Maybe.
No Man's Sky game.
Oh, yeah.
So they overpromised with No Man's Sky, obviously, before it came out.
Yep.
And then it came out and it was shocking, and obviously it's great now. So they've obviously learnt from their lesson of not overpromising and just decided to create a whole fucking planet.
Yep.
An actual whole planet. In medieval, what looks like medieval fantasy dragon, pardon me, shit. And that looks fantastic. And I, for one, can't wait for that to come out. Although I do believe it's coming out on Steam first. So console suckers like me will have to wait.
Light No Fire.
It looks good.
Is the game that they are talking about.
You can definitely tell it's made by No Man's Sky.
Mm-hmm.
The dragons take off like spaceships.
Says they've learned. Light No Fire, reactions praise Hello Games after years updating No Man's Sky. That I feel like it's a very smart move from them. It even looks like sort of like No Man's Sky with the triangle.
Oh yes, even the picture is.
I feel like you can only go so far with doing the updates until you have to do something, whether you do new expansions, stuff like that, or you try and create another game entirely.
I got to go for a shit. Sorry.
This is absolutely ridiculous.
This is how we roll. This is like a regular thing.
Right, fine. I'll continue reading, shall I?
Yes.
Thank you. Empty now? Good?
Yeah, no. Yeah.
Right.
Thanks for that sauce.
Game devs and fans are reacting positively to Light No Fire, the next project from No Man's Sky developer Hello Games. Hello Games unveiled Light No Fire, brand new open world exploration game, and just their second game since No Man's Sky launched, all the way back in 2016. Now people around the industry are reacting, blah 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 blah. It's Hello Games' way of owning up to everything they got wrong with the launch of their previous game, whilst also acknowledging the hard work they put into to right the wrongs. I'm trying to, rather than just sucking them off throughout this entire article, but it's very difficult not to, because Hello Games have brought themselves back from the brink and shown their true value from the state of No Man's Sky, because everything in No Man's Sky is free. It's all free. All the updates are free. No one has to pay for any of it. And you could argue, go, yeah, well, look at the fucking state that it first released in. But you're talking 8 years almost, and what they've done to that game is fucking incredible. It's mental. As far as survival games go, that is one of the best. It's fucking mental. And for free. And not only, they haven't hidden behind anything. They haven't shut down. They haven't blamed anyone else. All they did was blame themselves. They went, yep, we fucked up. Please let us fix this. Exactly what fucking Cyberspunk did. They were all over it. And I think this is fucking incredible. And that shit right there, Light No Fire, is right up our fucking street,
Get
Prince. It's
inside
right in
me.
there. That
Get
is
in
exactly
me.
what we want.
Multiplayer.
We've gone from spaceships to dragons with axes from lasers. We fucking
Multiplayer base building.
all over it. We are all over it. An entire planet is what they've made. An entire planet.
I'm going to Liverpool.
Fuck me. Can't wait. And I think that because they've learnt from their mistakes and they now know what they're doing and they are very fucking rambunctious about it.
Great word.
Thank you. I believe in them. I believe in them.
I believe in you.
I don't think that they're going to undersell it. I don't think they're going to oversell it. I think they're going to hit it bang on the fucking mark and they know what they're doing.
Well, I think people now have expectations and understanding of what Hello Games is. Whereas before they were like, oh my God, it's mental, which it was and is. But now they go, okay, I know what Hello Games is capable of. I know what their vibe is. I mean, just watching the gameplay trailer, as I said.
It looks fucking sick, doesn't it?
It does, but taking off on a dragon kind of looks like how a spaceship takes off in No Man's Sky. It's got the same sort of animation, so they've got their own style now. They've got their own stamp on the industry, so you can go, oh yeah, that looks like Hello Games, much like even like you said, the logo of the game. It looks like Hello Games. It looks like No Man's Sky.
Yeah.
So yeah, they've got their own stamp. Hopefully, this is going to be a big hitter. You'll get to play it before me because it's coming out on Steam first.
And I've completely forgot that we were actually playing No Man's Sky on PC and PlayStation, which was all cross, wasn't it?
Also very fucking cool. So yeah, the world's kind of our oyster in regards to that.
9.7 million views, and it only came out 7 days ago. An unexplored Earth.
What? It's got 9.7 million views.
Yeah, I'm watching the trailer quickly. Obviously, I've already seen people swimming.
That ain't got 9.7.
It has.
No, it has.
Look how vibrant it looks as well,
Show
man.
me.
It's what the view count. There you go.
Fuck. I didn't know they had that kind of pull.
9.77 million thousand. So 9,771,000. And I'm just adding another view onto that. I'll give them a like as well. I'm seeing someone flying around on a hummingbird. There's a bow and arrow. Oh my God.
There's rabbit men.
He's climbing the fucking dragon. It is. They do take off like the fucking ships in No Man's Sky.
9.7 million.
God, it looks so good, doesn't it?
That is insane.
And even the colour of the water, like because it's the same developer. I don't know why it's so shocking when it all looks like No Man's Sky.
9.7 million.
I know.
Well, look at their other videos. You're not even close to that.
I know. He's flying up a mountain. What's this? There's a fucking... Oh,
I like the
Jesus
rabbit men. I want to be a rabbit man.
Look at it. Just look. There's something floating in the sky. He's walking around with a torch. The character animations look fucking awesome.
And also, doesn't the combat look good?
Yep. He's riding around on a fucking goat.
The worst thing about No Man's Sky is the combat.
Yeah, and look, he's got a shield. What am I seeing here? I'm seeing a geezer with a shield and a sword. I'm seeing a geezer with a two-hander. This geezer's got two little swords. He's got a fucking crossbow. Oh, little rabbit people. Look at it. They've turned it medieval but fantasy at the same time, and this looks fucking incredible. God.
It's going to be great, isn't it? A whole planet. So imagine, I wonder if you can dig. Diggy hole.
I would imagine that you can.
Little underground caves and shit.
Oh, it just looks so good.
Do you know what's cool as well? Is, I don't know if you know, but Sean Murray, the creator of Hello Games and No Man's Sky.
Yep.
Whenever there's going to be a new update on No Man's Sky, he does like weird little emojis.
Yeah, I see them.
And then he starts retweeting the same post over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
Well, guess what he's doing with this? Retweeting that post over and over again. And people are thinking, this might be coming really soon, i.e. within the next month.
Mm-hmm. I think it is as well.
So if it does, because that's another great marketing scheme, shadow dropping games. By the way, this is out next week. Well, what? So when that shit happens...
What got shadow dropped not long ago?
I know. Well, the last one I can remember was Apex Legends. They just come out of nowhere and went, bang, there's a Battle Royale. And was like, played it, sick.
Shadow dropping it. Oh, Hi-Fi Rush was shadow dropped.
Yeah, it was.
No announcement, no nothing,
that's
no
available
advertising.
now.
They just fucking dropped that. There you go, have that. Thank you. Thanks, Bethesda, for letting us fucking throw this out.
You think how good for marketing that is without doing any marketing?
Mm-hmm.
It's great.
Mm-hmm.
Because everyone's like, what the fuck? There's a brand new game out. And that's all everyone's talking about because it's out now. Go get it. Great. Fantastic.
Someone said they didn't say it was an MMO. They said it was a multiplayer. This is a big difference. It could be limited to 4 players altogether in the same world, or 8 or 10, depends on how they made the tech. Yet I doubt they are making an actual MMO with potentially hundreds of people in the same world. While Hello Games has done well with the redemption of No Man's Sky, it is best to curb one's hype.
Of course.
And stay humble with what to expect from their games. I feel it is a safer way to approach Hello Games. That's a safer way to approach most things when it comes to gaming now. Because everything is fucking oversold and overhyped. And then you just get glummed down when it's a bit shit. So I think, game plan. We go in with the expectation that it's going to be like No Man's Sky. And then if it's better...
It's a high bar already.
It is quite a high bar, but it's an attainable bar because it's already been done by the same people.
Yes.
I'm just excited for fucking... I want to know how high I can get my dragon. How high up I can fly.
But he says, right, that person there, right, says that it could only be limited to 4 players, right?
You mean Jeremy Moan?
Yeah.
Yep.
But then, how many... But he doesn't know, I presume, how many players are available in No Man's Sky. Because you can see other players,
Yeah.
obviously in multiplayer, but you can also see other players just doing their thing.
Mm.
So, obviously it's unlikely, but you can. So how many are they allowing in your game world at that time anyway?
Someone replied back to it saying at least 7 people according to the trailer.
If you can go to...
Oh, here we go.
You can go to the Nexus and there's people running around.
And the No Man's Sky player hub has up to 32 players per channel. So I can imagine them having at least 32 players per world. Will be cool if they can get 100 plus people on a single player world together.
Do you know what we're going to do? We're going to go fuck some people's houses up.
And then we're going to get ours fucked up.
Yeah.
This will be the Valheim that we stick to.
That's the first game that comes to my head when I thought about
They've got an update coming out, but I didn't click on it to see what update it is, but I'm still part of the Facebook group, so I see a lot of Valheim stuff, and it looks very good.
That is a sick game.
It's still thriving, man. I'm still like seeing people that have now got like wolf packs that they fucking tamed and shit.
I need a wolf.
You can tame wolves and shit. You can domesticate them. I think one of the best ways to do it was you dug a pit and then lured a wolf into it, and then it can't get out of the pit, and you just keep feeding it meat, and then eventually it comes round and becomes your friend, and boom, you have a wolf.
How crazy was it that got eaten on DayZ?
It's mental. Someone munched you up.
Time for a new tale of DayZ.
Well, what's happened now?
Daisy tale. It's just a new tale I got yesterday. I was playing it.
Go on.
So, I've been running about, doing my own thing, strolling through the streets of Chernerus. I made my way up some mountains, through some hills, through some valleys, ate some food, found some binoculars,
Okay.
looked at some people,
Okay.
stumbled through a town yesterday. Not yesterday, day before. And all I could hear was flies, which is always a dangerous sound.
Means there's a body.
It means there's dead bodies around, sure. Found a dead body in a house. Didn't have much glow stick in that. I was like, cool. Moved along.
Was it if it's 15 minutes is when you start to hear flies?
Something like that, unless you cut them up.
Mm.
Moved a few houses down. Could hear a lot of flies. There's like 3 bodies all piled on top of each other. Bit weird. No, I didn't really have a great deal. But I was like, this is very suspect. Why there's 3 bodies here in very close proximity to each other. And then I see this geezer out the corner of my eye sneaking around a wall, aiming a gun at me. Fuck. I got guns, but I got no bullets. So I sprinted off behind a wall, behind a house. Now, I had 2 options. One, which I always do, is run into the house and hide in the corner. That's very obvious. I've got no way of defending myself. I've got no shotgun.
Yeah.
So quickly and very smartly, I decided to not do that and went for the much more safer option. Run.
Fight or flight. I'm gone.
So I just sprinted up this hill. And when I felt like I was at a safe enough distance away, I did a little 180 spin. And it's the first time I've ever found binoculars, by the way. I got my binoculars out and I laid down on the hill and I looked down at it and I could just see this geezer creeping round the house slowly.
Looking for you.
Yeah, he had his gun out and he was like getting up, looking through the window, peeking. And I was like, this is great. And he's not going to spot me, but I've got a purple puffer jacket on. I'm laying in the grass, but I mean, I'm not really yeah, I'm not camouflaged. You can see me. But nevertheless, it was amusing. And I watched him for about 10 minutes running around this town, checking all the houses for me. And I found it so fun to just be, I felt powerful, even though I had nothing.
Spectate.
To just watch this guy so paranoid that I'm still there. I'm sorry, I'm not, mate.
I know exactly what you mean. I know exactly what you mean.
It's so humorous to me.
Yeah, just being that person that's on a hill,
and
you're just watching people mob around. They got no clue that you're there. Yeah, a sniper's dream.
Yeah, I've got a new fun thing. If I've got like a surplus of bullets, which don't happen often, but a lot of the time I'm like, I've only got 40 bullets for this gun. I think I'm not going to fire 40 sniper rifle bullets anyway. You know what I mean? But if I'm about to log out, I've got a new thing where I like to shoot a few bullets and then log out. Because whoever's in that town is going to be paranoid as fuck that someone's about. So I just like to mess with people. Nevertheless, anyway, after a while, I lost sight of him. I thought, fuck it. So I carried on my journey. At this point, I didn't know where I was because I was lost in the woods, scared and alone. And I come across a military camp, like, because I'm playing the original OG map now. I'm not playing like the DLC map no more. So this is all new to me. I don't know any of this map. And I found, and a lot of the assets are completely different. I found like a military encampment, but it's just all like tents and stuff. Oh, that's really cool. But it was surrounded by gas. And I was like, well, I can't go into gas. I haven't got any NBC gear, gas masks, whatnot. So I'll log out. But because I got shit memory, I logged out facing the fucking thing. So when I logged in yesterday, I was like, oh yeah, the gas is cleared. I'm going to go check that gaff. Ran down there, had a little mooch about. Then my stomach started rumbling. I got no food. I thought, for fuck's sake, man. So I thought, well, I've got to abandon all the military loot and just get food. Otherwise, this is all for nothing.
Yeah.
So I thought I'll sprint back to the town that I was in previously and loot that. Now, you've played DayZ. Good luck trying to find your way back anywhere.
Fucking impossible.
Right? So I just sprinted in a direction that I thought was the direction. It wasn't the direction. I got more and more lost until I ended up seeing a place that I did recognise, which is very near one of the spawn towns along the coast. When you see the sea in Chernerus, you know you're at like the edge of the map, basically, which is where you start. So I was running down the road, frantically checking all these houses for any tuna or anything I could find. And then I was just running along beside this lake, and I just happened to look across the lake, and I see a man punching a chicken. And I thought, that man there is the answer to all my problems.
Okay. So
I found the bridge.
I just see a man punching a chicken.
It was as amusing as it sounds. I've never seen it either. So I ran over the bridge. And I cautiously approached this gentleman who was in nothing but the spawn gear.
Yeah.
Fucking shit 3/4 lengths and a t-shirt. And I said, hello there, like Obi-Wan Kenobi. He ignored me. I sped up with my rifle in my hands this time. Meaning business. I said, hello there. He turned round, he went, hello. I said, I see you punching a chicken. Would you mind?
That's so strange.
Would you mind sharing some of that chicken? Because I'm going to die.
Yeah.
I'll give you some stuff for it. He said, yeah, sure. And then the words come out of his mouth. I'm new to this game. I've only played it one day.
Oh.
Are you now?
Brand new, are you?
Are you now? Very interesting.
You can't say that. Or was he lying?
He wasn't lying.
He wasn't lying. So I'm brand new here. Oh, dear.
So
give me your grapes.
I said, well, let's cook this chicken up then, shall we? He said, absolutely. So I went, right, you wait here. So I fucked off into the woods, got the sticks, got the bark, created a fireplace by the river. It was romantic. Cut down a few trees, got some logs, created something to create the fire. I cut the chicken up, which he had no way of doing because he had no sharp objects. I cut the chicken up. I cut the stick up. I put the meat on the end of the stick, and I cooked the fire. 4 chicken breasts. I had 3. He had 1.
Decent.
I done all the work, right?
Yep.
And I said to this guy, how new are you? He said, well, I've only played it a day. I said, what do you know? He said, nothing. I said, this is very interesting.
This is very good. Thank you.
He said, so I helped him out. I said, see them bones on the floor? I said, you combine 2 of them, you'll create yourself a little bone knife. Not very durable, but works nevertheless. He said, thank you. He's very polite. He kept saying thank you, which I appreciated. So, I taught him how to create a knife. And he did that. And I said to him, you don't need to carry... I gave him a torch, actually. I said, what have you got in your inventory? He said, I've got a battery. I said, here. I gave him a torch. I said, just in case you get caught out in the dark, here's a torch for you. I've got a head torch, so you do you. So I gave him the torch, and I said to him, put that torch away. You don't need to carry that around. You're just walking around with a torch in your hand. He said, it's a really buggy game. I can't put it in my inventory. I said, is your inventory full? He said, yeah. I said, well, that's why you can't put it away. Normally, there's a reason for what you think is a bug in DayZ.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, there's bugs. But if something should happen and it's not happening, there's normally a reason for it. Nevertheless, this was late as well. This must have been like... Because I only put it on for 10 minutes. I thought, well, I don't want to turn it on tomorrow and be starving hungry, so I'm going to find food before I turn it off. And then I found this guy. So it was about 10:30 at this point, and I said to this fella, I said, look, I've got to go to bed. Well, I don't like the thought of leaving you here with nothing. You got no food, because I've ate most of it.
Got no food because it's in my belly.
It's in my belly. It's in my belly. And yeah, let's find you some gear before I go to bed. He was like, absolutely fantastic, thank you. So we ran up. I said, follow me. We ran back over the bridge. I said, all right, there's a town down here I know. So we'll find you some stuff and we'll go from there. So we've run into a few houses. I found him some clothes. I was just trying to teach him stuff, man. I was teaching him how to cut rags up, telling him that if you cut food up without washing your hands, you're going to get salmonella.
Found that out the hard way.
The worst thing about it, this cunt give me a fucking cold. When I met up with him, he was sneezing all over the place.
He made you ill.
Yeah, and then I started sneezing and coughing.
Great.
He's lucky because there was a moment where I wanted to gag him, but I didn't have the right materials.
This is mental. Why?
Just for bands, just to show him that you could. And then I was going to tie him up, but once again, I didn't have the materials. I thought, because you can make rope out of guts, but the chicken don't drop guts, I don't think.
Right,
so
okay.
I couldn't create any rope.
Oh, you can make rope out of guts.
Yeah, it's cool, isn't it?
That's grim.
So yeah, I'm just getting him geared. I found a hunter jacket, which is one of the best items on the game because it's like his weren't camo, his was bright white, ironically, but it was best insulation, best like material stuff. So I gave that to him. I said, "You have that, mate. It's better than what I've got on. You look out for yourself." I taught him where the hospitals were, where the medicine places are, where the hunter things are. I was just teaching him just like all important stuff, really, how to survive early on because it's a hard game, like. And it's frustrating when you're new because a lot of the time you're just running around, you're looking for food, you don't really understand anything, and you're sprinting everywhere. So don't sprint everywhere because that's why your food's going down so fast. We found another chicken, quickly cooked that up while it was raining. I had one. He had one. I had 3.
Does he not know that you can get...
I don't know if he knows, but nevertheless, he didn't question it.
He weren't going to argue.
He ate them 2 bits of chicken and I had them 6 bits.
Decent.
Yeah, so I'm full at this point. I'm sluggish because I'm just rubbing my belly.
Yeah, too much food.
His is rumbling, mine's bloating. You know what I mean? I got him some water. I got some water out of the pond, purified it for him so he didn't get sick. Poured the water in his mouth like a good guy. And then I found a jerry can and I thought, ooh, I could feed him diesel. And this is the problem with DayZ, right? Because...
Still could feed him some diesel.
This is the problem, because as I was walking down the road with him, I said to him specifically, do not trust anyone in DayZ. Even me.
What's crazy is literally while you was talking about watering him with purified water, I instantly thought that remember that one of the first times I played DayZ, someone gave me a bottle of water, and it was petrol, and I fucking drunk it and died because I drank a bottle of petrol. I was like, "What have you done to me?" So yeah, great. Carry on.
So yeah, I said to him, look, don't trust anyone in DayZ. I've just been eaten in a couple of my last lives. You know, someone ate me. They tied me up and ate me. So don't trust anyone, even me. I said, I will not kill you, but still don't trust me. Because, and as I've said to the lads at work, there was so many times when he was in his menus and I aimed my gun at his head. And I thought, should I?
Should I?
I know you've got nothing on you, but I
can't help myself.
It'll be so funny to me.
Yep. Brand new player.
And what stopped me was the fact that he's new to DayZ, and I don't want him to be like, fuck this game. I want him to enjoy it. I want him to appreciate and understand it. So I didn't do that. But there was at least 3 occasions where he doesn't know that I aimed my gun at his head.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't pull the trigger. Nevertheless, we moved on. We approached Electro, which is one of the biggest spawning towns that you can go. It's huge. I said to him on the way in, I said, look, be careful here because there's always going to be a lot of people here and they will kill on sight. And what a lot of people do is when they start a new character, they'll spawn in a low pop server. So there's like 2 or 3 people in there. They'll go around to all the places like freely, no worries, because they know they're not going to bump into anyone. And they're going to get all the best loot. Then they'll switch servers and they'll run all the way back to the spawning points and they'll just kill new players over and over again. Because it gives them satisfaction that they're better than people that can't fight back because they're losers. Right? So be careful round here. I thought he took that advice on. Turns out he didn't.
Great.
So we've gone in. We started looting, found some more equipment for him. Thought I'm getting him a bit geared up now. He's getting some stuff, not geared, but his survivability is going up. He's been bleeding a few times. We've bandaged him up. He's got the hang of that. Then I walked into a building and I found a pistol on the floor. I already had guns. I had rifles and stuff. I gave him a rifle as well because I'm a nice guy. No bullets. I found a pistol and I looked in my inventory and I was like, I have a magazine for this. And I also have bullets for the magazine for the pistol. So I said to him, have you ever had a gun in DayZ other than like the rifle I give you? He said, yeah, I've had guns, but I've never had bullets. I said, okay, here's a pistol. I dropped the pistol on the floor. I dropped the magazine on the floor. And I dropped the bullets on the floor. And I said, make that work. Put that in. So I walked him through, manually loading the bullets into the magazine and then manually loading the magazine into the gun. So he's got an idea because as a new player, you would just be like, why is this not shooting? Where is the guns? You know, it's confusing. So I taught him that. He had like 7 or 8 bullets in this pistol. And I said, there you go. Now you can defend yourself. Cool. Next, he just started popping off at zombies. Bang, 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 bang. I was like, did you not listen to a word I fucking said? All of a sudden, these hordes of zombies have surrounded us. I'm up on a car. I'm trying to slash these zombies away. He's fucking just shooting this gun at zombies going... You got no bullets, skis. You've got to start whacking them up. He started punching them. He's bleeding. I'm bleeding. It's just fucking mental.
Chaos.
We've managed to get through that. And I was like, I thought you was going to use that to defend yourself, not shoot zombies. And he just went, like, this geezer's lost it.
Can't handle it.
He's bloodthirsty. He said, look, I think I'm going to die. My health's red. My water's yellow. And my food's red. I thought, I know why your food's red.
Decent.
I said, right, let's fix you up. But he's fucked at this point. He can barely walk. He's like limping so slowly. It's painful. So obviously, as you know, it's proximity chat. So I can't get too far away from him before he can't hear me no more.
Yeah.
So I'm like, follow me. I'll find a well. We can get a drink and we'll sort the food situation out. Because I've picked up loads of food. Right. I'm just not giving it him.
Well, you've got some in your
I found loads on the way. I've gone into houses and I've been like, crackers.
Have some of that.
Can of beans. I've got a can opener as well. But I'm like, I'm picking it up and looking around it. Did he see that? No, I don't think he did.
Evil.
Well, because I think I'm probably only going to play with this guy for an hour and then I'll never see him again. I need this food for my survivability.
I was literally going to say, I love that the whole point was that you was going to stay on for 10 minutes just so you can get some fucking food and then come off.
Yeah, but you can't pass up this opportunity. I thought I could be a good guy and teach this guy how to play the game, or the basics at least. And I think I did. But after his after his fucking manic shooting in Electro,
did he actually kill anything with that?
Yeah, I think he killed one zombie, but then they just all come fucking flying around the corners, man. You don't do that. Nevertheless, I said, look, follow me. We'll go and get a well, get you a drink and that, and hopefully find some food. Preferably that's not in my inventory. So, yeah, I can't get too far away from him, so I'm having to like completely slow down constantly because I look round and he's miles behind just limping away, and when he's like far away he's talking, but I can only hear him like this, and then it gets closer, he gets more louder as he gets closer, so I have to keep stopping for him. And yeah, he caught up with me and I was like, look, I think the well is in the middle of this town, and just as I said that, I see a geezer crouch sprinting behind a car towards him, and I went, no, don't he shot him. And I was like, bro, he was new to the he shot me. Both dead.
Gone.
Why are we both dead? Because he thought it'd be a good idea to start shooting fucking zombies.
Yep.
But one thing I did before he died was plug What's the Button. So if you're listening, right?
Fuck, what's the button?
If you're listening, I'm sorry. I had food, but you didn't die because of me. You died because you was firing up shots in Electro.
You died because of yourself. You need to listen.
But I feel like you've learnt some valuable lessons. I hope you continue to play the game. Sub to our Patreon. Patreon.com/What's the Buttons for more additional
after
content.
All that shit, after you just said I had all that food and just wouldn't give it to you.
Yeah, but he didn't. If he was going to die, I kept asking him what his meters are. If he was literally going to die because he was hungry, I'd have given him food. Only a little bit, and I would have fed it to him so he didn't eat it all.
Only a tin full.
I'd have given him just enough. Like some sick fuck, they'll give you just enough to survive.
Yeah.
I'd have kept him teetering on the edge, just so he knows who's boss.
Yeah, okay.
Who's in charge. Because I said to him when I gave him that gun, I said, don't you fucking shoot me. Don't shoot me. Because I've got a shotgun, and I've got a rifle, and I've got an axe, and a knife. I've got all sorts of stuff. The things I could do to you.
I would have shot you. 100% if that was me, and you've given me a gun, and I'm new. No, not even if I'm new. Now, if I'm fucking veteran, I'm shooting you. Because it's hilarious.
It is hilarious.
I wouldn't
there
be
was
able
a little bit of me that thought, go on, do it.
Go on,
do
let's have a fight here.
No, don't have a fight. Just shoot me when I'm not looking.
Yeah, go on.
If he just come up behind me and it come up going, bang, you're dead, I would have been like, fair play.
Geezer knows he's going to get on fine.
Fair play, yeah. And I would have respected the shit out of it.
Or if he had pointed a gun to your head and just said, don't trust anyone. And then pulled the trigger.
That would have been the ultimate.
Pulled the trigger.
That would have been the
don't
best.
Don't trust anyone, not even me. Bang.
Yeah, don't trust anyone, not even me. That would have been the ultimate winner.
That would have been so fucking cold. That's like graphic novel kind of shit, innit?
What he could have done in reality is he could have just aimed that gun at me, at my head, and just gone, right, drop your shit.
Yeah, give me your stuff.
And at that point, I've just got a cowboy hat on. You know, I've got no head protection. If he shoots me once in the head, I'm dead. So.
Yeah, but can't you just quickly sprint round him, just start smashing him up? It all depends on reaction time, doesn't it?
No, not in this game, bro. Like, it's for me to even draw a weapon. It's he would have shot me 3 times before I draw the gun. Yeah, providing he could shoot, because the way he shot them zombies wasn't ideal. It was erratic. But if he just pointed a gun at me, it's kind of like, can I move before he shoots? Because if I go to move and he shoots, I'm dead. Yeah. So you kind of are just like at their mercy then, and that's why people do. And you can use your buttons to put your hands in the air and you drop your stuff, and fucking they tie you up and eat you or do whatever it is they want to do. Put a bag over your head so you can't see. Put a fucking bit of tissue in your mouth so you can't talk.
Up your ass.
People put tissue in their mouth. They eat humans, get the brain disease where they can't stop laughing, like the character laughs, and then they put fucking tissue in their mouth so people can't hear them laughing. It's mental.
That's so crazy.
People take their shoes off to sneak around and stuff.
Yeah, I remember seeing stuff like that, taking your shoes off to make yourself more quiet.
But yeah, that guy, I respect you. I messaged him after and said, the geezer killed us. Lol. He was like, catch you around sometime. And I was like, yeah, hopefully I'll see you. So, and I know his name because I added him as a friend. So if I see him again, hopefully I'll see him again. And I'll check the lobby when I go in to see if he's in the lobby. And I really hope I come across him because I'd like to help him out a bit more because it was good fun.
I didn't know that you could go into an unpopulated server, get a load of shit, and then just go into another server. I thought whatever server you was in, you was locked in on that server.
No, you can take all your stuff into the other server, but all that will happen is it will randomly put you somewhere. It won't put you where you was.
Because I never really understood the whole server, how it actually worked. I never really got it. I didn't know what would happen if you'd logged out, or I just didn't get that. Because don't get it twisted, if you've never played DayZ before, this game doesn't tell you anything. I thought From Software games don't tell you anything, but DayZ tells you nothing, literally nothing. You log on, you want to be a geezer or a woman, right? I'll be a geezer. Sweet. Here's a character that we've made for you. Hit play, pick your server, in you go. You wake up and then you've got a fucking grape in your pocket and a glow stick. See you later.
There is a tutorial thing you can play if you want, but it's worth a load of shit. I'm not being funny. Honestly, I learn stuff every day on that game. Every day I watch a YouTube video, and every day I'm like, I didn't know you could do that.
Well, I'm learning stuff just fucking listening to you because there's so much stuff that I didn't... I remember when I first picked up a gun and I found a magazine and I found bullets. I didn't have a fucking clue what I was doing. I had no idea because you just don't think... When I say it's a survival game, think like you're trying to survive. And it is exactly like that.
DayZ is more realistic than real life. That's what people say.
Yeah.
Because if by some gift you manage, so you got a gun, and for some reason you managed to accidentally put the magazine in, you'll think, okay, the bullets are in there. The bullets are in my inventory, so it will fire them. Yeah.
Nope.
No, the bullets need to be in the magazine, dickhead.
Yeah.
And then load it into the gun. And then guess what? You can also load an extra bullet into the chamber if you want. You know what I mean? The game is the game, and that's the game I'm playing. And that's the end of the DayZ tale this week.
That's
Tune
the end
in
of the
next
episode.
week for more. Next week, Christmas episode, I guess.
Oh shit, yeah. I'll have to get Steph to do a Christmas logo.
Yeah, and I'll wear a Christmas hat that you won't see. Anyway,
See you later.
Patreon next.
Uru.
Uru.